Allora, come un applauso per le altre femministe. Quindi benvenuti in commissione natale, vi primo dopo che vi state vedendo insieme e qualche minuto per la vostra cosa. Qualche minuto che sono delle natali, preferenze, la presente che fa la possibilità del vostro minuto e di lasciare un po' personale insieme. Quindi l'ultima posizione in gruppo, poi la sfida sarà individuale, adesso c'è ancora un confronto a 6, questo si può comunicare, così che ne seguire sui prossimi successivi. Questa è una volta che ha compiuto volta, ogni anno in Italia, anche per la sostituzione di cose del mondo sulla prova mondiale, per permettere di fare una situazione comune e sana. Non sono stati mai visti questi popolari tecnici, certo poi arrivano l'opera, questi giorni, il nostro calciatore che abbiamo avanti, il nostro grande calciatore di 4 decisamente che abbiamo lavorato questo piano di 11.
We're going to bring you their final at 7 p.m, 1900 hours Central European time. And this is down to the last few seconds of observation here. Anna Storr, Juliana Worm there. Well, not helping each other out, but trying to figure out a way. And we shall soon see who makes it there. And these problems don't look so easy. Cheryshneva, the Russian, of course, had a very bad fall on her right ankle, but she looks to have recovered completely. And all the adrenaline will push her through this final. A wonderful crowd here gathered for the World Championships in Italy. The strongest field for years. You heard there from Alex Johnson and from Chris Webb-Parsons just how complex and how difficult these problems have been, and indeed the level of athletes on display. Well, they're all here for your entertainment. They're going to be getting underway in a few seconds, and mercifully the rain has not landed as yet, so hopefully from we are in the foothills of the mountains here in Arco, we'll be fine. We can bring you all the chat, all the results, and we're just a few minutes away.
Looks like we've got a real mix of problems here today in Arco. A lot of the route setters have been putting in some big jumps for the first moves. That was certainly the case in the men's semi-final round. I don't know if you can see the walls on your screen right now. You'll see them. See on the right-hand side there, that red slab, that crazy starfish-looking hold there. Looks like a massive jump straight up off for the first move. Some definitely technical problems and some powerful ones to go with that as well.
Looking at the problems, the boulders in this round actually look really fun. All four of them. There's a wide range of technical and powerful here, and the most fun to me actually looks like the fourth one, the jump off of the starfish. That one looks complicated. You have to get up onto this weird starfish thing. Huge jump to the left. That jump looks big. I don't know who the smallest girl in finals is. It's probably Sasha, and that's at least one of her body lengths for sure.
And definitely Sasha, not being one of the more dynamic, powerful climbers, more of a static static climber. Likes to take things a little bit slower. Maybe that's due to her route climbing style. But on problem number 2, looks pretty wild as well. There's a crazy grey feature there just above the blue feature. And yeah, the crazy last rock over onto this toilet bowl looking hold, as Alex described it before. Athletes be back behind the wall now, just having a last few minute warm-ups, stretching out, getting ready for these problems. They've had the viewing time already, so they know what they're up against here today. Got an awesome crowd here in Arco. Good turnout. The field behind the walls here is filling up with people, smiling faces. Everyone's psyched to be here in Italy. The weather's been awesome. It's overcast now a little bit, so hopefully the rain will hold off for this event. We've got the women's final now, and the male finals just after this. So stay with us. Even once the women are finished, it's going to be more action for the men. Massive event here in Arco, World Championships. Had a fantastic parade through the town last night of Arco, led by Argentina and following the lone Australian. Awesome setting here in Arco, that's for sure. Got some massive cliffs sitting up behind us. Don't see any climbers on them just yet. Be quite a good view from up there for the comp, Alex.
And I don't know for those of you listening if you knew this, but originally, years and years ago, the first Arco Rockmaster competitions were held on the big cliffs behind us. New routes were put up, and the competition was held on the rock, not actually on the lead wall that is right in front of the wall. So a little bit of Arco Rockmaster history for you. Lynn Hill, who has competed in the Arco Rockmaster before many years ago, is also here. She was a torchbearer last night at the opening ceremony, I believe. It's cool to see her hanging out at this huge international event.
Yeah, definitely a lot changed over the years. We're once climbing on the big walls behind us now we're climbing these little artificial walls. Definitely a lot's changed. It's quite fitting that the World Champs are here in Arco. Definitely one of the hubs of climbing in Europe, Arco.
The town here is so climber friendly and climber oriented as well. You walk down the street and there's a gear shop on your left and a gear shop on your right, and they sell climbing shoes, they sell harnesses. You walk into the ice cream store, the gelato store, and there's climbing posters on the wall, climbing pictures on the wall. The whole town is completely oriented and geared towards climbing, and it's so cool to see. And it's such a perfect spot for the World Championships. It's a town that's so focused on climbing, and everyone gets into it. The crowd here is big. Everyone's ready to watch the wall. Watch the comp. They're psyched. It's going to be a good show.
And how do you guys feel? Because you're obviously mentioned it's a big climbing town, but there's massive portrait paintings of you guys in the town. I've seen one of you, Alex, certainly. A few of Killian for sure. I don't know if you're up there yet, Chris. Are you on the Wall of Fame yet?
Nah, probably not a climbing legend just yet. We'll hopefully see one of me up there one day.
Need to keep working on it, but these finalists here, they, of course, looking to earn their place in the history books. First on the go, it's Anna Storr. And you've had a look at this problem. Anything you've seen so far?
Yeah, that first red hold starting there, it was used same hold they used in the men's semi-final round, and some of the men were struggling with this with their problem on this wall. So it'll be interesting to see how Anna tackled this this wall. Anna starting out super smooth. Bonus already. Staring at the top. Too easy. Quick there from Anna Starr. Be happy with that one. Quick wave to the crowd. Just happy to get that one out of the way. Anna Starr there from Austria. A little bit shaky. Just scraped in to the finals here. A little bit shaky in the semi-finals. But looking a bit better there. Maybe got her head around things. Olga Bibic up next from Russia.
Generally, you're not supposed to reveal a woman's age, but Olga is the oldest female in finals. 1976, she was born. I'll let you guys do the math. I won't reveal it for her. I believe she's been bouldering world champion before. She's from Russia. She's had children. She's killing it. It's great to see her still in the finals, climbing so hard, and she's been doing it for so long. She's a veteran of the sport. She's seen so many young athletes come and go, and she's stuck around. So it's cool to see her in the finals here in the World Championships. Not wasting a lot of time pulling off the start here. They have already had their previews of the route. Being such a veteran, Olga has a lot of experience, so I'm expecting to see some good things from her tonight.
Yeah, looking at Anna on that problem, I thought the problem looked too easy. Olga's having a little bit of a hard time with this move here, rocking over to this tiny little micro green crimper, but setting up nicely for the last move here. And there you see it send. I think that problem might be a little bit easy for the final problem. It is the first one. The first problem is generally the easier one out of the four problems, but I don't know, Alex, what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, the first two coming straight out of ISO right now. Pulled it off pretty easily. Anna floated up it pretty quickly, and Olga managed to do it first try with not a lot of effort put out. So it might be an omitted boulder. It might be one that everyone does, and it won't count for or against everyone, and then it'll come down to the next three, and that boulder will it'll be like a ghost boulder.
It's funny how the climbing game works. You know, Olga might have seen Anna come back in from her attempt at the problem, and she's obviously completed the problem with our first go, and that might be a case why Olga looked a little bit more shaky there than Anna.
Up next from Russia, we have Yana Chereshneva. As I mentioned before, an extremely talented and strong route climber generally, so cool to see her in the finals. And I remember competing against Yana for years at the Youth Worlds. The first year Bulgaria, second year Scotland. Competed against her a lot since we were really young, and she's also a very talented speed climber. She's won the Youth Worlds in speed multiple times, maybe 3 times, maybe more. So a very good all-around climber, bouldering routes and speed here, and I'm sure she's gunning for the all-around, competing in all 3 events here this week. So I think she'll be a really good contender to win the overall. Such a talented climber in all 3 disciplines here.
Yeah, the Russians have definitely put in a really good showing for this event. In the men's, we've got 2 Russian competitors that have made it through to the final round, and same for the ladies. So Russia stepping it up with this event. Crowd pretty mellow at this stage. Just waiting for the climbers to step it up on the next couple of problems. It looks like this one looks a bit too easy for the ladies.
Yep, and Yana Chereshneva, as the 2 expert co-commentators have told us, highly experienced, in route climbing, but here in the Bouldering World Cup in Arco in the final. Oh, she's found a way here, trying to mantle her way on top of this. Doesn't look as if she's got it right this time, though. And Cheryshneva has to reassess.
Technique that both Olga and Jana just did. You saw Anna, when she went up to do the mantle, leave her toe on. A bit more of a powerful, burly climber, and Olga and Jana both had to switch the toe to a heel to do that press up there. And a little bit of the technical difficulty you see here, just changing one little thing to make something work, and the difference in technique that the climbers use with mantling with a toe or mantling with a heel. It's little subtle differences that change the whole game here. Up next for the women, Sasha DeJulian from the USA, the youngest climber in finals, and the route climber making finals in Chamonix last Tuesday.
Well, I've just been told to say this on the mic because it actually makes sense for once what I've got to say, but the route setters have obviously had some fun because a lot of the top climbers haven't made it through, especially in the females. We've got Alex Puccio sitting backstage along with a few others, a few notable climbers. And it's Sasha DeJulian, just as Alex Johnson said, did so well in Chamonix. And renowned as a route climber, not as comfortable at leaping and jumping, but she's climbed her way into this final here. And Chris, she's looking okay.
Yeah, definitely looking good on this first problem here. It's more of a static style problem. Definitely suiting Sasha, and easily doing that problem there. Problem number one. She'll be happy with that. Smile on her face as she runs back into ISO. Got awesome looking walls here in Arco. Some crazy colours going on for these walls. Quite appealing to the eye.
And equally appealing to the eye is the t-shirt that you're wearing there, Chris. I wonder if you could explain to people at home, maybe, I don't know if they can get it online, but at least explain to them what it is and why you're wearing it.
Yeah, I've got this t-shirt on here. It's from Sakura Hori from Japan. It's in aid of the tsunami that happened in Japan there. And yeah, he's going to get a website up. So for the next event, we'll let all you guys know about the website out there, and we'll give it another plug, and hopefully get some donations going towards this appeal. It'll be great.
It's a really cool cause. The Japanese selling these shirts, I don't know of any competitor, bouldering competitor, that didn't buy one. They sold out of shirts. You bought one, I bought one, all the Austrians bought one, pretty much everyone on the US team bought one, the French bought one, the Germans bought one. It's all in support of tsunami aid for Japan, and every climber here is supporting, bought a t-shirt for Akio, like, ole.
And speaking of Japan, we've got Akio Noguchi up now, problem number one. Struggling with this rock over here, she's going the toe method. We've seen two climbers, Anna Storr and Sasha Julian, use the toe on this desperate rock over here, and two Russian climbers opting for the heel. Akio trying to press it out, still with the toe. Struggling to get the distance. They're interesting with maybe the different types of shoes come into play with certain moves like this. The solution there that Akio's got on, definitely a pretty bulbous heel. Maybe that's affecting her. I don't know. Akio, surprise, coming up short there of that little green crimper. Stand back now and have a quick look at that. See how she's going to tackle it again.
Akio's definitely a relentless trier. You don't see her drop off the wall a lot. She stay on and fight and figure out the method and work it out on the wall. You don't see her jump down and try to figure it out from the ground that often. She knows the competition's on the line. I'm sure she knows that there have been competitors before her that flashed it, so it's surprising to see her jump off like that. And normally I think she's usually a competitor that stays on and fights for it, so we'll see what she does here as she gives it her next go. Such an interesting mantle. I don't know, like sometimes you get the right body position and they feel so easy, and sometimes you just can't get your body in the right position. And I don't know if she needs to pull herself more to the right to put her weight more on her foot so she can press up, or I don't know, because we've seen, as you said, two climbers use their heel to pull themselves farther right, and then Anna and Sasha both were able to use their toe to pull themselves up, so I'm not sure which method would be the best here. 45 seconds left for Akio, just under a minute, but it is the same format as the World Cups here at the World Championships. You can get on with mere seconds to go and trying something different here. I don't know if you're just going to have to bear down and press it out or what. It's going to be, this could end up being devastating for Akio's placement here at the World Championships. She's going to let the clock run down. 7 seconds left. She'll get on with a couple seconds left to go and give it one last good final effort here.
I wonder what Jule Worm is thinking backstage there, the German climber. She's seen all the other climbers come back in super fast, and now Akio struggling with this problem number one. Noguchi, she won't be happy with that. Walking back into ISO without problem number one under her belt.
Final competitor for problem number one here is going to be Julian Wurm from Germany, qualifying in first place. She's really stepped her game up this year and impressed me. Eula and Melissa Laneve, actually, the two that stand out in my mind, who have really stepped it up. They've consistently been in finals this year. Not surprised to see Eula in first place here, coming into the finals, and I'm not surprised to see her in finals at all. And she's strong yesterday. She climbed strong in semifinals today, obviously qualified in first place. So here we have Julian Wurm from Germany. Easily pressing it out there, Julian Wurm of Germany. A powerful climber, a strong climber. Julian is extremely talented all around. She's good at the technical and the powerful stuff, so not surprised to see a quick and easy send there from Julian Wurm of Germany.
Well deserved top out there for Jule. She walks back into ISO with a smile on her face. On to problem number two now for the women. The toilet bowl climb.
I'm really looking forward to see how this one ends up playing out. I'm interested to see how they're going to maneuver the toilet bowl. It looks like the testers, the people that foreran the boulders previously, there's some shoe rubber on the top of it and shoe rubber scummed on the bottom of it, so it's going to be interesting to see what people come up with to get on top of this toilet bowl.
It's good you mentioned that, actually, Alex, with the it's a good little secret to to know actually with the when you come out to view these climbs. You can actually see the routes where the route setters have been trying the problems, where they've had the chalk on the holds and the boot rubber on the footholds. So gives you some ideas of maybe how to get up the climb.
And not the chalk only on the holds in the wall, but also in place of the volumes. You can tell like what the good part of the volume is based on where the most chalk is and where the route setters tend to grab on. So taking a peek at the problems one last time to see where the rubber and the chalk is definitely a good idea.
So just a quick recap on that problem number 1 there. The only one to not achieve the top of that problem there is Akio Noguchi from Japan, which is a big surprise. He's usually a really strong competitor in the World Cups. Very humid day here in Arco. The rain's holding off for us, which is fantastic. Looking a bit gloomy before.
I hope you're enjoying all of the action, guys, here. It's great to have Chris Webb-Parsons and Alex Johnson giving us all of the expert insight. Of course, you'll have noticed only Akio Noguchi struggling at the moment on that first problem. Not the easiest of action here, but it is the World Championships final. The route setters obviously making sure that it's a universally difficult challenge, giving everyone lots of work to do. No one wants to achieve this World Championship title easily. And it'll be a real challenge to see what will happen next as they move on to problem number 2. We'll bring you some updated results just in a few seconds' time. And also let you know that in 3 hours' time will be the men's final. Well, a little bit less than that now, actually. 7 p.m. Central European time. See the best athletes in the world for the men trying to claim the title. And I think we have some updated results.
We have currently tied for first place. 4 girls tied for first place. Yulian Wurm of Germany, Sasha DeJulian of the USA, Olga Bivik of Russia, and Anna Stur of Austria, all flashing the first problem. In 5th place then we have Yana Tereshneva of Russia, topping the first problem out but on her 2nd attempt. And Akio Noguchi rounding up the group in 6th place, the only one who did not top out boulder number 1.
We've just moved positions here to the other side of the wall for the commentating table, and having a bit of a closer look at problem number 2. It looks absolutely desperate coming around that blue feature. I'm actually not sure how I would tackle that. Any ideas, Alex, there?
Yeah, it looks like it might end up being a double clutch jump. I'm actually not sure. The holds under the roof and the holds on the blue feature underneath don't look that good. nice cross there. A really smart move, I think.
Anna Stewart, just below that big grey bonus toilet feature. Grasping it easy. She's looking good for the top of this one, Anna. Gonna press out the toilet bowl. Anna, oh, she's happy. A quick tap of the wall before she grabs that last hold. She's happy. 2 flashes there for Anna Stewart. She's looking like she's in fine form for this final round.
She is currently the #1 world ranked climber in the IFSC World Cup Series this year, so maybe having the #1 ranked competitor come out right off the bat will tend to make the problems look too easy. But we do have to remember that right now her status is the best. Her ranking is #1 in the World Cups. So the other girls could have a lot of trouble. I mean, she is the best coming out in the beginning. You never know what could happen afterwards.
There is also the other side of it for Anna, that she is doing these problems with extreme ease, and she's going to want these problems to definitely step up. She's not first coming into the finals, so she's not going to want this to be a clean sweep here for the other girls and have to rely on countback for the win. Olga Bibic up now from Russia. It's interesting, I saw her after the qualification round. She looked like she had tears in her eyes. I don't think she maybe thought she didn't qualify, or...
Yeah, actually, I did see her after qualification as well. She wasn't in the same group as me. We had split groups for qualification, A and B. I was in B, and I think she was in A, and I saw her after, and I said good job to her, and yeah, she didn't look very happy, so maybe she is surprised that she made semifinals, but obviously it paid off because here she is in the finals.
Definitely saw her training in the gym last week with her son running around her ankles. Definitely a strong contender to take the win here today. Casual chalk up off that desperate looking heel hook there.
She's using a very different method than Anna used right before her. With the heel hook high above her head on the right pink sloper, Anna used the heel hook right where she put it, just there on the red crimp that's down lower. It'll be interesting to see what she figures to do here. I think one little dynamic hop and she could have the bottom of the toilet bowl, but she looks a little stuck right now.
Well, you called it right, Alex. Did get a little bit tied up, a little stuck there, but it's worthy of note that Olga Bibic had the most attempts going into the final. She fell off the ball the most times, but got back up again, and that is why she finds herself here in the final in prime position. Pure determination from Olga Bibic. The power of a mum, as we all know. We're all very grateful to our mums out there. And Olga Bibic, well, she's representing her country and indeed her family, doing so very well. But this section that Chris has aptly named the toilet bowl, it's kind of sink or swim there. What can Olga Bibic do? You mentioned the hold that Anna Stewart had went for. Is that a good option, or what would you advise?
The way that Anna did it definitely looked like a correct method. It looked like the way to do it, and she did make it look really easy, but we do have to remember that she is #1 world ranked right now, so obviously she's going to make it look easy. I do think starting cross is the correct way to do it, as Olga is doing now. That looks like the easiest way to start the beginning, and the way that Anna put her heel up on the left red crimp over there could be the method to do it, or just campus. You know, if I was up there and I was trying this problem, that's probably what I would do. I have horrible footwork. I'm American. We have no technique. We're pure power. We're not used to this. Whatever. I would campus too. I'll admit it. Would you campus, Chris?
Yeah, if I could even hang on to those blue holes, those holes in that feature, I'd have a crack at camping. Definitely the awesome thing about climbing, everyone's got their own style. Olga coming super close to latching that toilet bowl there. She's definitely just going to want to hang on to that toilet bowl, or that grey hold there. We've named it the toilet bowl feature. She's going to want to hang on to that. That is the bonus hold. She's going to want at least bonus on this problem. This will be Olga's last attempt. Problem number 2. Showing extreme strength there, camping through these moves. Just coming up short of grabbing that bonus. Anna Storr must be sitting back there. Little tickles in the stomach. She knows that Olga's struggled on that one. Up next we've got Yana Chereshneva from Russia. You can see her there off to the side of the walls, getting prepared. Do you find it quite hard to come out solo in front of a massive crowd like this, Alex?
Personally, the crowd pumps me up, it boosts me up, it motivates me. The louder the crowd is, the harder I try. And I think that all competitors in some way respond to the energy of the crowd. And coming out solo, it's, I don't know, it's like going into battle as the war hero. Like, you come out and everyone cheers for you, and you know that they're cheering for you, obviously, because you're the only one standing out there. I think they feed off of it. Trying a similar method as her colleague and teammate Olga Bibik here, who climbed just before her with the high hillock above her head. It does look like a big move from that low crimp with that high heel up on the pink all the way to the toilet bowl. I wonder if this is what they intended. This is the way the problem was set. This is why all the rubber's on the top of it. This is why that little green hole is facing upside down. This is what they wanted the climbers to do.
Guys, this is the first time we've streamed the World Championships live to you. Wonderful action. Athletes upside down, they've figured out the route. Tremendous view, tremendous applause. Wonderful work here. Come on, Chereshneva, hang on.
Crowd right behind her here after that awesome manoeuvre. That hang off the feet. Definitely got the crowd aroused here in Arco. That's what we needed. She was on that problem for a long time.
Really cool to see her top that out because of the way she got up there. That is the way the route setters intended. It's clear. You can see the route setters smiling, giggling, grinning a little bit. They know that that's the way to do it. They're glad someone figured it out and didn't just hop up the thing like on it is. You can see her get to the top when she used that method of flipping upside down, for sure. And that'll both time second place. As Sasha
Well, I hope you're enjoying the action. That was incredible there, just to see how acrobatic, how gymnastic, and just great mental and physical dexterity to figure out a way up there. Alex rightly says it's Sasha de Julian, the young American athlete. It must be nice to have a few fellow Americans on the tour. Alex Puccio, yourself, Sasha, feel like home?
Definitely feeling a lot homier. This competition was really special for me because I felt a really strong bond to our team. We had a strong team of girls, a great showing of boys. The girls on the team are all good friends of mine and good friends of some of the guys. It's really cool to have an actual team at one of these things, and we had a lot of team spirit, a lot of team pride, and we had a great showing. And we did really well. And how do you feel about your team showing here, Chris?
Yeah, really strong field, the Australian field. Unfortunately, the lone Australian here, but glad to be commentating here. This awesome event here in Arco. Sasha opting not for the bat hang method, we just saw Yana. Sasha getting ready for that desperate stand up for that last hold. Mantled in the toilet bowl, standing up. Fixed on the last hold. Easy. He's looking very strong for Podium here today. Up next we've got Akio Noguchi from Japan. A bit of a surprise on problem one with all the other girls making quick work of it. Akio just coming up short of the top. Out of what she's going to do. As me and Alex said before, it is a crazy looking boulder and it's a real tricky one to read.
You wonder when they preview these boulders if they see that, or like when Yana was up there with the wheel above her head, did she know she had to flip around, or was it instinctual, or did she think of it on the spot? Like, you have to be able to think on your feet like that in boulders. It didn't look like she went up there with the intention of flipping upside down. It looked like she went up there, decided the method that she wanted to do wasn't working, and improvised, and it ended up being the way the setters intended and working out.
Doesn't look like Kio's quite spotted the bat hang method either. Coming up just short of that bonus hold.
You don't generally see Akio have an off day, and she seems to be starting out the finals a little rough. She's such a solid competitor, though. I'm expecting her to be able to pick it up and kick it back into gear and get things moving again, and she knows what she has to do.
Certainly plenty of support for Akio Noguchi here. The Japanese team very popular, and she's certainly one of the most popular, and she looks like she's found an answer there, Alex.
She seems to do the same method that both Sasha de Julian and Anastor did when they talked. Smooth ride. I think as soon as you figure out the middle section on the blue volume there, then figure out the best method that you use. You should be good to go. We have some updated results for you here. In first place, 2 flashes so far, Sasha de Julian. Second place, Anastor. Third place, Yana Shurechneva. Fourth place, Olga Bivik with 1 flash. Fifth place,
top out there for Akio. Hopefully that she's getting a bit of a kick start for the problems that are coming up.
Juliana Byrne here. Oh, Germany. Now, obviously, you're going to tell me that nobody knows anything back in the preparation zone, but surely they must feed off the crowd and realise that it seems as if she's fallen one time or two times. Is that the case?
A lot of the competitors back in ISO do have headphones on, so they block it out. They don't want to know what's going on because then they think about it and it messes with their head a little bit. But you can tell by how fast someone comes back into ISO what they've done or if they've done it, and pretty much how quickly they've done it. And you hear the crowd cheer, and then when they fall, you hear the crowd go, "Oh!" So if you don't have headphones on, like, you always know what's going on, even if you don't want to. Muggy out. It looks like it might rain. The temperature is nice and cool. It's not as hot as it was this afternoon, but it is pretty humid with a onset of rain here, so can't be that nice. And she seems to have figured out the method that the setters intended here with flipping upside down.
It seems so, well, apparent to me that there's a part of her brain thinking, yeah, I should go upside down, and the other part thinking, no, that's not going to work. Obviously, you have to believe in yourself and sometimes just go for it, because by the way the leaderboard is, the more attempts you have, the least chance you are going to get on that podium.
That's true for sure. And sometimes the case is you think you have to flip upside down. Maybe if it's not the right message, you don't want to look stupid. It looks pretty odd, but maybe you would hold it back a bit just so she doesn't look stupid in front of everyone who's watching it. And that's not something that should be on the competitor's mind, but if one thing's not working, if you think about trying something else, you also think about how dumb it could look if it doesn't work. I mean, I do.
Still 1 minute on the clock for Eula. Plenty of time. Sets off again for another attempt. Looking a little stressed there now, Eula. She knows she's going to do this one. She knows the girls before her have popped out. She knows this one could count. It's definitely funny when you see someone pick a sequence, they pick the correct sequence, that bat hang there with the toes, and it's completely obvious once you see someone doing it. But Eula's been back there in isolation. She has no idea how these other girls have tackled this boulder. So to us sitting here looking back, this problem to us, we know how to climb it, but Eula's in a world of her own here on this problem. Looks like it's going to be Eula's final attempt here. Bonus, oh, windmilling off there. Awesome last ditch effort there from Eula. Sucking in the oxygen, laying there on the mat briefly. Still got 2 more problems. She can definitely make it up. Should be a little disheartened going back there into ISO. And that's that for problem number 2 for the women. Problem number 3 next. been a little rough in the last couple of World Cup competitions. Making finals, as she usually does, but just missing out on podium positions. See her backstage there, getting ready to come out. She's got the headphones on. She's hopped out on the first 2 boulders, so I'm hoping that's given her a bit of a confidence boost for these problems to come. Just feeling a little sprinkler rain coming down from the skies here in Arco. It's been beautiful for the last couple of days. The sun's been out, everyone's been getting their suntans on. Or for the English people here, getting the sunburn on and then back to white again after this event's gone.
If you're from Scotland, you go a slight light blue colour and then white. So I've got a few weeks to go left in Italy before I get any type of colour. So I've certainly enjoyed all of the action. I hope you guys have too. Record numbers online, massive crowd here, and as the guys were mentioning, very knowledgeable local crowd. Obviously a climbing town. We were in Chamonix for the lead climbing last week, or this week actually, and great to see such a great community of knowledgeable experts. They really appreciate the efforts of all the climbers. Not always just about getting on the podium. This is the World Championships. If you've made it here, well done. If you've placed at all, even better. But this is history. This is their sporting careers, wherever they finish. It's a source of pride to them and their families. But of course, the business end of the competition. The final countdown here. We're live across the world, wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying it.
Some of the judges actually discussing with some of the ITA officials before on the appropriate start for this climb. I guess they were confused about where this climb actually does start. And a score definitely not looking confused on this collar number 3. Breathing through it. Right now approaching the top here. She's got the bonus in her hand. Right now. A couple more holes, it'll be another top bonus drop. Crowd right behind her here, looking extremely strong. Anna Star, there's the top bonus drop. She's definitely back at this event, Alex. As we were mentioning before, Anna lacking a little bit in the last couple of competitions. It's looking like she's got her head cleared up today. Definitely looking like a very strong contender for the middle of the podium, first place.
You can definitely see she wants it. You know she's gunning for it. And when the competition's on the line, nothing stands in the way. Definitely. She wants it bad, and you can see that.
Of course, wise words there from the co-commentators. They know what it means. They were on the verge of qualifying for these finals. Anna Storr is your current leader. She's in position number 1. Sasha Degulian, she's in second, along with Cheryshneva and Olga Vivek, the 2 Russians. Juliana Verne and Akia Noguchi bringing up 5th and 6th positions. Of course, they are not confirmed results, They're just the current results just at the moment here in the final. And here comes Olga Bibik, the Russian athlete. The crowd enjoying, supporting her. Obviously she's the most experienced athlete here, the oldest athlete here, but in terms of positioning at the moment, she's looking good. Now this problem, number 3, has been really complex. Anna Storr, however, she's made it look easy, as easy as is possible here in the finals. And the longer arms, a different style of Olga Bibik. She's trying to just get herself into position here. A great view for you guys. Hope you're enjoying this. Well, Olga Bibik, she's looking pretty good here. Grabs on there. That green sloper hanging on.
First attempt there for Olga. Up with the bonus already. She's really strong. Let's see what she can do with that last shoulder move. It looks very Gastoni. Definitely see the frustration. Not afraid to show emotion.
And of course, those of you sharp-eyed will have known that Olga Bibik, the most experienced, but also looks a little bit tired there, a little bit arm-weary. But there's still a podium place at stake here. This is a Kyo Noguchi tactic that I've seen before. She just lies on the mat as if she's watching TV at home. This takes her time. And that comes with age, that comes with experience. She couldn't care less who's watching it. She's in her own world, figuring out what she wants to do. And the crowd will get behind her. As the mat is behind her just now, she's just trying to figure it out. Made good progress. But never easy here. World Championship finals. Podium time. Will it be Olga Bibik time? The crowd are on their feet there, wanting her to do well. She's obviously nearer the end of her career than she is at the beginning. Let's see what she can do here. Just over a minute left for Olga Bibik. She has the reach advantage, of course, the long legs, the long arms, but has to get good body position first.
Back up on the wall. There's just under a minute left here. Snagging the bonus again.
This next green hold does look like a good hold, but it's the Gaston facing opposite way to what she's liking, I'm sure. Tense moment here for Olga. Get that knee grounding again, bonus, off again. 7 seconds left on the clock. She's going to have one more attempt. And she's on again. This will be Olga's last attempt here. From number 3. You can see she would have liked to lay on the mat for a minute longer. She's on this first hold, immediately shaking the arms, getting some blood back in those arms.
The opening sequence here with the traverse across the undercling of that green knee was really powerful, and it has to be tiring. And jumping out with just a few seconds to go, there's not really, I mean, she's getting all the rest she can while she's on the wall, taking as much time as she can, but the beginning of this problem is not an easy one to take a rest on, for sure. I'll be surprised if she gets much better.
See that twister there for Olga. It takes a lot to be one of these world-class climbers here. Flexibility, strength, endurance. Struggling with this attempt, but she's fighting. Fantastic effort there from Olga. Coming up just short of the top. Did get the bonus on her first go, so that'll help a little bit.
Coming up next, give it a go on problem number 3 here, Yana Cheresheva of Russia. Giving one last look here before she jumps on the wall. As I said before, a powerful opening sequence with these undertakes here. It'll be interesting to see the method that the rest of the climbers use when they get up to the bonus here. It seems to be more of a floaty move for Anna. A little bit of core tension when she let her feet go there, but some of the more static climbers coming up, like ITA and Sasha, it'll be interesting to see what they do at the top.
We're not sure there about the body positioning for Cheresheva. Obviously, my limited knowledge would tell you that the further away from the wall you are when you swing out, the harder it's going to be. Cheresheva well advised to try and keep herself close to it. She's still in close contention, of course, for the podium here. Still strong. She's managed to get up to the bonus hold on her previous attempt. Alex was mentioning how important the crowd is in terms of motivation, in terms of pumping you up, giving you a boost, reminding you that this is the World Championship final. It doesn't get bigger than this, it doesn't get better than this. Well, Cheresheva trying something new there, just hanging on by the merest of toe holds. No, couldn't sustain it, tried to make a decision while she was moving. Never the easiest thing to do. You should see me driving, that's the way it works. But Cheresheva, she's still involved in this competition, but the more attempts she has, it's going to put pay to any podium aspirations. And of course, this is the first time we've streamed live the World Championships for you, giving you the best of angles, the best of expert commentary. As this sport continues to grow, we're getting record numbers every time in the chat, record numbers online on the web stream. With this sport now on the IOC's radar, well, that can only mean good things.
Ganya there. Quick slip off the first hold. Looks like she's running out of gas. Stop again. So she's got some work ahead of her. She got to the bonus on her last couple of attempts. She's going to definitely want to get out there again, obviously. Definitely going to want at the top. She's going to have to really work to get up there. 23 seconds remaining on the clock. Might have another crack at it. She's only got one more problem after this, so no, she doesn't have to conserve too much energy. Got the music pumping here in Arco. The sun is going down, the lights are lighting up the walk, looking a little bit more impressive. We say we've got the men's finals coming up after this. Set to be a good showing. Yana off again. That'll be her last attempt. Good effort. Walking back into isolation. Not the happiest of paces. Russia boys working hard to keep the holds clean. Rain still holding off here in Arco. Hopefully it holds off for the men as well. A few delays in between the women climbers coming out. Usually in the World Cups we're running the men as well as the women, so they're climbing at the same time. Less delays going on. This is a big event here. We do have a live broadcast going on for the Italian TV, so things might be a little slow here there for you on the webcast, but they are for good reason. Sasha Julian coming out now for USA. You can hear Alex yelling out there, right behind her fellow countrywoman. Sasha is having another look at the problem here. Sasha stepping on. Sure, the crowd's going to get a little more excited. Coming up on problem number 4. Looks like some wild moves. Sasha wrestling with problem number 3 right now. Actually, a little surprised Sasha got through that with such ease. We were looking at this problem earlier, me and Alex, and wasn't sure if her shoulders would be quite up to the task of pushing into that giant red feature, which has proved us wrong with ease.
And the move does look really long. She did look stretched out. We were also worried about that, being the shortest competitor in the finals. What she can do here. This is the crux of the boulder. This is where it comes down to maneuvering this bonus. Figuring out how to get up with that huge gas bonus.
Bonus first go, it's going to help them quite a bit. Commentators here getting the crowd revved up just as Dustin did in Sheffield. As the English will all agree with me, did a fantastic job there, Dustin.
Shameless self-promotion there. IFSC technical delegate Graham Boulder Alderson there and joining us. Graham Boulderson, halfway Christendom. And it's Sasha DeGulian working hard here. She certainly doesn't suffer from a lack of confidence anyway. She seems very determined and good self-belief.
everything. She's a strong climber, she's a confident climber, she knows what she can do. She knows she can do things. I'd like to see her do it. I know her dad, John, is watching, so I'm sure he's nervous, freaking out. Same as her mother is here in Italy, so.
Yeah, it's awesome to see a lot of the parents coming out, parents and families to support all the athletes here in Arco. A lot of families travelling from all over the world to do more distances. I'm sure Sasha's mum's going to be right behind her, wrestling with his bonus. Sasha, plenty of endurance, holding onto these holds for an extremely long time, and that powerful shoulder move there, stopping Sasha, setting her track set. 3 seconds left on the clock, she's going to pull back on quick. One more attempt. Done extremely well on the following 2 problems. These previous 2 problems. 2 flashes. This will be a last attempt. Crowd would love to see another top. Sure you'd like to see another top out of this problem sitting at home there. Sasha. Ooh, just coming up short there. Arm's got to be burning. She's got to be feeling it now. They competed yesterday in the qualifying rounds. Competed again today in the semi-final round, and they are in the finals not long after the semi-final round. So they've got to be feeling tired, these athletes. Akio Noguchi up now for Japan. Not had the best results on the previous 2 problems. Should definitely be wanting to get at least 1 top in these finals. It's actually, you can see her off to the side of the walls here. She's looking a little more nervous than usual. Yeah.
One of my favorite things about Akio is how she manages to consistently keep a positive attitude. You can see her fall off the wall, bounce on the ground, stand up and smile, stand up and laugh. She knows right now she is I think last place. I don't have the scores in front of me. I think she's in last place. Anything can happen, like she can flash this boulder and bump herself up again. She knows this. She knows competition can come down to the final boulder, final boulder. Great to see her rubbing up the shoulder, asking for support. Great to see her keeping such a positive attitude throughout the entire competition, not getting down, not getting bumped because of the way one boulder went.
Well, you called it absolutely right, Alex, in terms of positive attitude. All of the climbers, to varying degrees, have self-belief, but what really sets Akio Noguchi apart is her ability to bounce back from setbacks, from disappointments, and she's going to have to be doing that here. The rain's coming down pretty heavy now. We're looking for the title of reigning world champion. Great strength there from Akio Noguchi. She looks determined here. Not prepared to give up on her world championship dreams just yet. Gambate kudasai. The shouts from the Japanese fans and coaching team. Oh, can she hang on? Sasha Nguyen went the same way. She has the toe hold, matches the feet there. What can she do? Oh, fantastic from Akio Noguchi. She makes it to the top. She refuses to stop. Akio Noguchi, that's what champion's all about. Fantastic to see there. With that awesome effort, that bumps Akio Noguchi up to 4th place. She'll be happy with that. Give her a little bit of a boost for the 4th problem.
Up next we've got Julia Worm from Germany. She just standing off to the side there. She would have seen the crowd go wild for Kyo there. She knows the pressure's on. She knows she's got to get up this problem. Probably got a fair idea that the Kyo hasn't gone so well on the previous problems. But there is still another problem after this one remaining. So anything can happen. It's getting sprinkled on a little bit here in Arco. Men's final is going to be broadcasted for you at 7 p.m. tonight. Definitely going to be an awesome event. Awesome show to watch. Really strong field of guys. And here comes Yule out now for Team Germany. Yule wasting no time, straight onto the wall. Bit of a wrestle with that first green feature. I felt that feature earlier today, or yesterday, extremely sharp. Making the first section look extremely easy, flying through it. The German coach sitting behind me definitely wants to see top out here for Germany and for Yula. Crowd right behind Yula here. Bonus first go for Yula. Setting up now for this desperate shoulder move. Extremely high push, nailed it. Just working his feet up, pressing into this desperate shoulder move. Last hold, and stuck it. Flash there for Yula. That's definitely going to help her in the standings. Super effort there from Yula. That bumps Yula up to third place there. Got Anna Stoll from Austria currently sitting in first. That's Julian from USA in second. Yula Worm, after that successful attempt, sitting in third place. So it basically comes down to Anna.
We finally worked our way to boulder number 4 here. Anna Stoll will be the first one out. The jump off of the starfish, as Chris described it earlier. My prediction is this fourth boulder here with the starfish start and the jump to the blue volume shouldn't be a problem for our next competitor out, Anna Stoll. She's already secured a spot on the podium.
Run out with a smile on her face, had 3 flashes already. She knows she's in good standings for that podium position.
Not only does the initial part of this problem look tricky, with getting onto the wall and jumping far to the left of the volume, actually I think the end of the problem looks confusing too. It's not obvious. It's it's not a jump. I thought it was a jump. Maybe it is a jump. It's a jump. But yeah, the end definitely looks confusing as well. I don't know if you should work your way out left or maybe stay on a full volume, use that green feature and stand up to finish that way. I'm sure she'll stick this jump and I'm sure she'll get up there. So we'll see what she has in mind here.
Crowd there sounding like they're just watching a fireworks show with the oohs and ahs as Anna sets off again on this sideways diner after this floaty hold on this blue feature. Just coming up short there again. I'm sure she's got it in her for this jump.
You just explained to me, Alex, how hard is it to jump around the corner? It's obviously blind to her. She can't see what she's trying to grab onto. It's going to take a couple of goes before she figures it out.
And one definitely hard jumping around a corner. You can't see what your target is. And one of the techniques she'll use here is she can see the right hand hold. She can see the celebration there. Pretty sure she knows she won. Hope you guys are seeing this at home. So that's all I have to say.
Anna Storr, it means so much to her. Tremendous ovation, tremendous performance. Anna Storr, well, she knows she's the world champion. She had a torrid time in the semi-finals, even tougher to make it through. Sneaked into the finals, but like a true champion, well, that's your world number one. She knows it, we know it, and by the looks of it, the world's press, they're about to know it too. She looks delighted, always has a lovely smile, but even now, even more so.
Very awesome effort there from Anna Storr. Saw her, how happy she was there. Crowd really psyched to see that. Had a couple of rough competitions. And she's pulled it out of the bag there, Anna Storr from Austria. Olga Bigvik from Russia up next. Pressure on her now. She knows that Anna's made a quick send of that. Let's just jump, first go. Crowd looking on. Excitement. Olga lining up for the jump. Jumped away from the wall there. Not looking like she really had all the 100% commitment needed to latch that crazy sideways jump. Olga setting off again, wasting no time. 3 minutes on the clock, plenty of time for a few more lashes at this boulder. Here are a few of the Russian friends in the audience giving her some support. Crowd getting behind her right now. Just not going to happen if she's committed just to that blue hold. You definitely got to commit to both the holds there, as we saw Anna Storr did do earlier. Anna knows she's secured the gold. You can see her off to the side there. Smile on her face as she watches Olga line up to this crazy move. Just not going to happen like that. Definitely got to go for both those holds there.
And it must be quite hard for her too, because, well, she knows that the showstopper was out before her, Anna Storr. All but a formality now in terms of being crowned as the world champion. But Olga Bibik still full of determination, working hard here. Good attempt though, but obviously, as we've noted so far, you have to grab with the right, then with the left, just to stay on point. And Olga Bibik, not short of determination, not short of experience, but it's beginning to get away from her here. Olga Bibik here trying to keep the concentration levels high. The crowd's attention's obviously wandered. They know what has happened, but they're still here in support of the Russian. Obviously advancing in years, she doesn't know how many world championships she'll get to go at again. She's in good form and good fitness here, got to make the most of it. Podium position still up for grabs. Has she learned the lessons? Oh, she's getting closer every time. Don't know what we have in terms of time. Just about 15 seconds left. She looks exhausted. I hope she's okay. I think the first aider has been called to attention for her there. Maybe just a bad landing, or a combination of the landing and the exhaustion. We don't want to get too close to the action, because obviously it's a personal thing. It's never nice to see an injury. We'll give her a bit of breathing space. Hopefully it's not too serious. Maybe it was just the way she landed.
Olga did her shoulder in here last year, so it's a horrible moment for Olga again. Looking like a problem with her elbow. Getting up like a true sportsman, walking up the stage, crowd applauding as she walks off. Excellent sportsmanship there from Olga Bibik from Russia. Bit of an anticlimax moment there after that awesome effort there from Anna Storr. Hopefully she'll be okay there backstage. These athletes must be feeling exhausted when they land on the mats, and they're feeling exhausted. Sometimes the muscles aren't supporting as well as they should be. Have an interview. John's going to do an interview there with Anna Storr in a minute for us. Have her over in a second. If she comes over, she's got a lot of press hanging around her.
Up next here, final boulder problem. Number 4 from Russia, Yana Tereshneva. Working her way up onto the wall, getting ready for the jump. Set up for the around the corner jump. Definitely tricky. You can't see the green hold around the corner. You're going to have to do it the way you saw Anna Storr do it, the double clutch, one hand catch, and then immediately bring your other hand up. honestly, that's the best way to do it. You saw it done. We have Yana up and giving it another go. I think this is my personal favorite problem in finals. What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, it's definitely a sad moment to see Olga there suffering on this problem, but it's definitely one for the crowd. A crowd pleaser, this sideways dyno. Usually leaving the craziest, most exciting problem to last in these competitions. See Yana looking extremely fatigued now, as Olga did. Just coming up short there, Yana, yet again. Plenty of time on the clock, minute 45. Definitely a couple of jumps left in her.
Well, as Yana Cheryshneva works hard here in terms of her final attempts, I'm more than delighted to be joined by Anna Storr. And may I introduce you, Anna, as the world champion. How does that sound?
Sounds amazing, but the comp is still going. I think we should focus on Yana.
Let's focus on Yana indeed, and we'll get some words from Anna Storr right at the end. Reaching around the corner there. Of course, Anna, in terms of the competition, you managed to figure that out. It was to grab with the right and then the left on this problem.
Yeah, it's really hard because obviously you can't see the green hole at all. So you really have to go, like, you just have to hope that you grab it on the right spot. And yeah, luckily on my third go I had it, and as I thought, I'm not going to let go now.
Well, great work from Yana Cheryshneva. Determination paying off there for the Russian. Can she sustain it here? She's done the hard work. World champion Anna Storr shouting encouragement alongside Alex Johnson. Alex, what can she do from here?
Basically the method that we saw Anna Storr use before previously, is she's doing it the exact same way. Press a little bit more. I think she should put her right foot down, maybe the right foot out, back to the bonus on the green, and I think she would have had it.
Yana Cheryshneva troops off there. The podium position still to be decided. And Anna Storr, very respectfully, like a true champion, doesn't want to talk too much about the sports just yet, because the current climbers are still on.
An awesome last ditch effort there from Yana, latching that desperate dyno. Definitely could have helped her out there in the standing. She had topped out on that boulder. Currently fourth place there for Yana. Up next got Sacha Julian from USA. Usually a very static style comes from Sacha. Interesting to see how she tackles this crazy sideways jump in this last female problem. Wrestling her way into the corner, eyeing up the jump. Concentration on the face. jumping to that blue hold that we saw Olga try before. Don't think that's quite going to work. Got to go around the corner there to flash that green bonus at the same time. Haven't heard any word back from, see how Olga's going backstage yet. Hopefully she's doing okay back there. Sasha, once again, ready to have a jump out for these desperate slopey holds. This big blue feature, lining up again. Just don't think that's going to happen. Just going for that blue hold. Sasha off again. 2 minutes left on the clock. Crowd behind Sasha here. She's lining up for this jump again. Ooh. Awkwardly landing. Going for that blue hold. Gets back up. Looking like she's going to have another attempt. Scrubber boys. Working away. Looks like Sasha might have had a little tweak in the knee there. Definitely a crazy jump. Hopefully it doesn't hinder her too much on her next attempt. It's one of the IFBC officials in there checking to see if she's okay. See that last attempt, tweak the knee. Landing a little awkward on the mat. Back up again, 40 seconds on the clock. No time. Looking a little bit more determined on this attempt, I think, Alex.
Definitely. She is the smallest girl in finals. She's a more static climber as a lead climber. I think she has it in her. She's got 14 seconds left, and this might be her last attempt here.
Landing awkwardly again on that last jump. She doesn't want to risk injury. She is entered in other events here, the speed and the lead climbing. Destined to do well in the lead climbing event. Landing very hard on that right knee, jumping back up. Crazy looking boulder. Very good looking boulder though. Something you might see in a gym in England called the Climbing Works. Up next, Kyo Noguchi from Japan.
Maybe if you trained a bit harder there, Chris, you might be not commentating now.
Uncalled for comment, Ephraim Graham, IFSC official, giving his gym, the Climbing Works, a plug, and once again another little plug. There you have it, the old English-Australian rivalry. And here comes our next competitor, Kyo Noguchi from Japan. Very stylish looking short back there. Looking forward to the men's category. I believe we've got Rustam from Russia, sporting a fantastic haircut, one that I do mention in most competitions, the old mullet.
heard you had quite a good mullet over in Vale, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for that. Mentioning something there again, Graham. The old mullet hairstyle. I lost a bet there with Graham in Vale. Had to sport the old mullet. Keo just coming out short of the jump. Back to the mullet. Alex has something to say.
Thank you for that intro. I was just going to say that your hair is growing back wonderfully, Chris.
Thank you, but it's not all about me here. All eyes on Akio Noguchi in Arco. Currently sitting in 5th place. This jump, this crazy dyno move. She sticks this, tops out on this boulder. Gonna help her with her ranking here. Akio Noguchi, if she does stick this, big moment for her because she can go second place. Crowd getting right behind her. Bit of a simultaneous clap happening from the audience. Good to see. Akio revving up the crowd, that's what we like to see here. Akio pressing into that off corner. This crazy looking starfish feature. Once again coming up short. The composure Kia has is simply awesome. Great sportswoman. Keeps it together all the way to the very end. And even after that, when she's in interviews, always has a smile on her face. Kia is setting off again. Noguchi. People from all nationalities here in Arco yelling out encouragement for Akio from Japan. Jumping away from the wall there, it's not going to work for Akio. She wants to stick this crazy sideways dyno. Usually not the worst, these crazy moves, Akio. Looks like it might be the last attempt here for Akio. Oh, that's the closest attempt yet. She's going to have one more. Smile on her face. One last attempt. This is going to be awesome if she sticks this. Look at that. She's getting the crowd revved up. Akio. Oh. And those legs must be extremely tired, couldn't even stand up on that feature this time. Quick wave to the crowd, she'll be back into isolation, carrying a very stylish short bag. The excitement's got to Alex Johnson, absolutely speechless here in Arco.
Final round today, Christopher. I need a cappuccino or something. But you're doing an excellent job. You're carrying the torch. And I'm proud of you. Here you go.
Words of encouragement there from Alex. Thank you. We're about to hear some words of encouragement for Eula Worm from Germany, who's up next. Eula currently sitting in third place with 2 flashes. And a bonus, if Eula does pick this jump, which will be the bonus for her, that'll pump her up into second place. So definitely a big moment here for Eula. Eula lining up. Going for that blue hold. Definitely got to be the blue and the green. She may prove me wrong and stick that blue hold, but doubting it. But we will see. Eula. Bringing a step here for this sideways jump. Ooh, she got the idea there, both holds. People yelling out some encouragement with that effort going to the green there. Must give her a little bit of an idea that she's on the right path. Green and the blue hole at the same time. Ooh, coming super close to latching this great sideways dyno. As we said before, currently sitting in third. This will bump her up to second if she gets it. The crowd surely knows that. They've got the displays, the scores on the big screen behind me. Super close again. 2 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time left for a few more attempts. Just a quick shake of the legs and the arms. See the desperation, Eula jumping straight back on. She really wants this boulder. Here it is, so a bonus for the silver medal. A very tense moment here in Arco. As I said before, if she latches this bonus, it's going to give her a silver. Bump her up from the bronze to the silver. Just missing that green hold around the corner. Had a hand on the blue. Coming up short of the green. Rain still holding off here in Arco. Make sure you do tune in again at 7 p.m. tonight for the men's final. All eyes and cameras on Eula Worm here. Oh! Definitely our closest attempt yet. 45 seconds on the clock. Plenty of time. Definitely got the idea now. Lining up. Oh. Looking like there's not much more to give out of those fingers and those legs. Gonna wind the clock down a little bit. She's had fair share of jumps. Dyno here. Oh. Wind the clock down, that's the way. 13 seconds on the clock. 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, shoot on again. Eula. No hands rest there on the big jump. The last attempt for Eula. This will give us silver. Unfortunately, not latching that sideways dyno. Would have been a big moment there for her. Definitely looking good for Sasha Julian of USA. Looks like she secured second position and a star, obviously the gold position. Eula Worm looking like third place there. Yana Treshneva, sorry about my pronunciation. A Kyo Noguchi sitting in 5th, and Olga Bibik. Hopefully she's okay. She's sitting in 6th. Haven't had any word about the welfare of Olga just yet. Oh, just had word there. Olga is walking around the audience. Got some ice on the elbow. Hopefully there's no big injuries there. Just getting straight underway for the presentation. Wasting no time, which is good.
Well guys, in terms of entertainment, you're not going to get any better than that. That was world class. Great for Anna Storr. Didn't do too well in the qualifications, but saved it all for the finals. She reps it out there. World champion. It was great to catch up with her. Also great to hear from Chris Webb-Parsons and Alex Johnson. They'll be back with you for the men's final. They might try and grab a few interviews with the athletes, but I'll let them run around and find out who they want to meet with and talk with, because it's a moment of history, and we will bring you some interviews straight after the podium presentations. But a moment of history there. Well, all of your results are in for the female finalists. Anna Storr, she's your world champion. Sasha de Goulian of the USA, she takes silver. Juliana Worm in 3rd place. I would just look at Kyo Noguchi with her coach there. Disappointed, but, well, a true champion. Great effort from her. Of Germany, she takes the bronze medal here at the World Championships. She'll be absolutely ecstatic about that. Sasha Giuliana, the Italian, American name, American through and through, and she's out there. Nice shake of the hands there between the two athletes, nice sportsmanship. I'll let you enjoy this. Listen to this for a response. World champion, Anna Storr. Well, the crowd go wild. They're absolutely ecstatic about that one. Anna Storr, world champion. She'll be so pleased. Sasha de Goulian likewise. The young American on the podium. Juliana Worm, of course, she'll accept that at the start of today, that she would be the world number 3 bronze medalist here. Sasha de Gouliana, the American, she takes silver. Wonderful work from Anna Storr. So pleased, so happy. Such a popular athlete. And that's your 1, 2, 3 for the World Champions there. World Champion Anna Storr. Juliana Worm. Well, you don't need me to tell you again. Just enjoy the podium, guys. Well, Anna Storr, I'm delighted to say you're the world champion. How do you feel?
I don't know. No, I feel amazing. I'm so nice. I'm so overwhelmed.
Obviously a lot of emotion. The semi-final wasn't easy. Did at any time you think you wouldn't make it? That you would not make it to the final in the end?
Oh yeah, I was really like, I was nearly kicked out. I was 7 or 8, and then I was so happy to be in the final. I just thought, I'm gonna give whatever I have. I want to have fun. I want to climb the boulders, and yeah, that's really it.
So much of this sport about having fun, and you certainly had that today. You looked free.
Yeah, I was totally. I was so happy to be in the final. Yeah, it was fun. I'm so happy that it worked out.
Well, anyone you want to say hello to at home who's watching you?
I want to say hello to